Now, perhaps the most important section of this video are the key takeaways that I myself learned from winning the school games alongside Cal. And one of them is personalized onboarding. And so what I mean by personalized onboarding is that when a lead joins your group and becomes a member, we had personalized onboarding in the form of a one-on-one call with them, to get them into the group, make sure that there's nothing confusing for them. We can answer any questions they had there, but also walk them through the process of what it is that we want them to do soon after they join the school group. We noticed that this personalized form of onboarding increased activation meaning the things we wanted these members to do soon after they joined. And it also increased stick. So it increased the likelihood that they stayed longer, which of course keeps your game numbers from falling off, because the school games is not just about getting members in, right? It's also about keeping those members in for those 3 months, because let's say you get a bunch of members in during the first month, but then all of those members leave during the second month, you're starting back from ground zero again, right? Another thing was, don't sleep on sales calls, one-on-one sales calls, as a conversion mechanism. We used sales calls as our conversion mechanism during the school games and had a close rate of around 80%. Not that Cal and I were the best sales guys out there on the planet, because the price for the group was kind of around $100 per month at the time, which, in of itself isn't the largest purchase ever. But the idea here was that $100 is actually a lot of money for a consumer. And so if our ideal customer profile, our client avatar, are consumers, right, for this group, right? This group is about fitness and health, and we're targeting consumers. Well, $100 per month is pretty high up there. And so we wanted to walk them through that buying decision and increase the likelihood that they do purchase with us and do become a member with us. And of course, those sales would contribute to the school games numbers. And so by having those sales calls in place, we were able to convert a whole lot more people had we not had those sales calls, right? Because traditionally, the other method would be that guys would just go onto the Skool About page or the landing page. They would read some text that we had up there and make a buying decision from that without anyone holding their hand whatsoever. But because $100 per month is on the upper end of things for a consumer avatar to be paying monthly as a membership, well, we wanted to make sure that we were there live with them to walk them through that buying decision. Otherwise, we probably would have lost a great percentage of people just on the landing page alone, because it's hard to sell something for $100 to a consumer with only 1,000 characters, in an about page. So we really wanted to make sure that we closed as many people as we possibly could. And so that was the idea behind it, having one-on-one sales calls. Now, a lot of people who are experienced in business would say that, hey, if you have an 80% close rate, you're probably underpriced. And I would agree with you on that. And we have raised prices since the competition came to a close for us. The reason why we did not change price during the school games was simply because the school games actually caps off at $100 per member who joins. So how the games work is that they only count the $100 that someone pays to join your school group, after which point, let's say you charge $200. If someone joins your group, only $100 of that $200 is counting towards the school games, right? So we just stuck to the upper end within the constraints of the school games, which was having $100 per month as the community price, because any more than that, and it wouldn't count towards the games. But again, now that the school games has come to a close for us, we have since then raised the prices. And lastly, we won the school games by treating it like a marathon. Now, this is the overarching principle behind the 3-step or the 3-month framework that I walked you through here today, which was that the first month at the start, we sprinted. We had amassed all this potential beforehand in the form of this paid wait list. We had, so to speak, built up our energy before the competition even started, and we tapped into that energy as soon as the competition started. And so you can call that a sprint. It allowed us to get like close to 60 guys in our first day of competition. It allowed us to soar to the first spot within our first day of competing in the school games. And in the middle, we paced ourselves. We had this giveaway offer. While it did generate a lot of lead flow, it's not as if we were closing 60 guys a day. So it was more like guys joining was more trickled out throughout the month. And this allowed us to also be in a position to supply the service to the people who had joined previously, right? The last thing that you want to do in the school games is onboard hundreds of people and you don't have the supply or infrastructure to actually deliver the service that you promised them, right? So this second month was very much about making sure that the systems within the school group itself, within this service-based offer, didn't break with all of the people inside of it. And then at the end, we sprinted again. We reached out to everyone daily who had signed up to the giveaway and who had very good applications. And so we wanted to make sure that those people were given scholarships. And so we were sprinting again in that sense. And so That is how we won the school games, and that is how you can win the school games as well. I'm going to be completely transparent here with our strategies. I think it would benefit a lot of you guys if your goal is to win the school games. And so thank you for making it to the end of this video, and see you in the next one, hopefully. Again, if you're starting a school, I put my affiliate link in the pinned comment as well as the description of this video. If you use it, I'll send you my launch checklist and you'll be able to book a free setup consult with me.